Oh yeah, you just need to refresh. I'm here. You're in Discord? Alright, oh shit, he's here! No music. Ham said no music. Okay. Alright, we have to do that. We have to do that. Start voice call. Ooh! The legend himself is here.
Hello.
Can you get... Hi! Can you guys hear an echo?
Yeah, especially if they can hear like you talking again through my probably doesn't do that.
Hey, Captain Wacky, thanks! He's very low compared to you. Okay, so let's fix that. How about now?
Hello. This would be about how.
That's better? Okay.
Also make sure it's using the
I don't... Well, he's still quiet? I thought I fixed it. Everyone says it's better. I could turn up some more. You can all listen to your balls. What's a random viewer?
My audio is on.
Yeah, it's just always me having to fix it again. Is there an echo at all, though, for you guys? I know wearing headphones fixed it, but if I don't have to, I'd rather not. Sounds good? Alright, cool. Alright, so I guess I need to share with you guys my 17 lands, because people need to look at the embarrassment that I am.
So I don't have your stream.
Yes. Let me share my scron.
Essentially, if you've got any kind of drafts or game logs picked out, it's going to be easier if you give them to me and then I share my screen.
Oh.
Because otherwise, like, you're not going to know when to go on to the next thing.
Okay, so I have event history. How do I give it to you? Do I just send you like a link?
I'll share my screen.
Oh my gosh, more subscriptions. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm sorry if I miss on saying thank you to you and shaking my jar. I'm very distracted.
Basically, what you
Hi, Maya.
You see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen.
So you've like noted which ones you want to go over or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, so like you find it, you go to details, and then this is for the games. If you want to send me the draft, just like open link, copy paste this to me.
Copy pasting.
And if there's a certain game, you would do the same thing.
Well, this is a draft that went horribly. Not the draft, but the games went horribly. So we can just go over that.
I mean, I think it'd be a good idea to at least go over like one draft and a couple of games.
Okay. Because the draft that I have picked out and then the games that I have picked out are like not the same.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
Okay. Okay, so that's a draft.
Okay.
And then I have to go find. I noted down which ones I needed to ask you about. dirtnymph@gmail.com. My drive. My ham notes. And then
Actually, that just for I have to go get my phone. I have notes on it.
okay, cool. Oh yeah, the notes you wrote about
Not many of them.
Okay, 9-7. There was a Naya deck that I played with. I'm assuming it's this one. And details. I think it was the first match and the third match. Oh God. Dear Lord.
You only had 2 weeks to find the game. It's okay.
I didn't realize I could just link it to you. There they are.
Okay.
So,
So I thought maybe before we even do that, I can show you some stuff about like data.
yes. So,
So you were asking about tier lists, okay?
okay, hold on. One second before you tear me a new one about that. Um, I think they're just like good at the start or when you don't know a card at all, but after a while they kind of fall off that, right? So
Here's what I'm gonna say about tier lists,
okay.
I don't think anyone in the world, I don't think me, even people that like really put a lot of effort, like Protocols does, I don't really think there's any content creator that keeps up and puts enough effort into their tier list to make it better than the 17 lands. I think you want to use the 17 lands data similarly to how you would use a tier list, but I don't really feel like that anyone's doing it better than they are. You have to keep up. You have to keep editing it. A lot of people put a tier list up at the start, and they don't change it too much. So, anyways, when you go to 17 lands, you go to Analytics, Card Data. It's going to bring up all this mess, and it looks crazy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you can search for things. You know, we're going to teach you basically just the basics. This is the tier list version. You don't have to mess with it. You want to mess with rarity or color just to see things, that makes it a little easier. We're going to work on this game in hand win rate. That's the gold standard that everyone.
Okay.
So essentially, you'll want to sort by that, and you're going to have a list in order of the best to worst based on their data. You know, obviously, there's going to be some of these cards that will be better in your opening hand if you really want to dive into stuff and look at like the opening hand win rates and compare it. Then this improvement when drawn, you might think it's best to have a huge number, but kind of what that means sometimes is that you've got a card that it's going to work. You base your whole deck around something, and if you don't draw it, your deck just kind of stinks.
So what does that number mean? Is it like the inverse or like?
This is an improvement when drawn.
Oh, improvement when drawn. Okay.
Yeah, essentially, you know, this card wins this much when you draw it, 69.2. And when you don't draw it, it's going to be the exact same. But this, the game's not seen. That is this number minus the IW.
Oh, so when you don't see that card, that's the percentage of win rate. Okay.
So it looks like a lot of times people like go by this and think the best cards are by this. But sometimes the cards with high numbers here, it's because they're in a 4 archetype.
Oh, okay.
And then so when you don't draw that exact bomb, that happened a lot in the Lord of the Rings. Like if you had like a bomb green white card, drew it, but awful you. But really, the only thing you need to worry about is game in hand win rate, and then however you want to break it down. Like I would say it's good to see the mythics because you don't get to play it. So it's pretty simple to looking at the mythics. This one has a big bonus sheet, but you can see people don't even play these ones enough to have data. None of them are big. They're a lot. None of this stuff's just all junk. Then you've got like this thing. These are cards you might see in a pack that you've never even seen. So it's good for this sort of thing. It'll let you know if a card is generally junk. Pretty good. Like all of this stuff is generally junk. Up into about here, and it's decent stuff. And then you get up in here, and it's like really good stuff. So these are going to be the best.
Okay.
And not like you need to memorize and have a pick order, but that's kind of how you would use it. And mythics, especially, like you may have never seen something. So you might not know, like, is this guy, should he be up here? Should he be, way down here?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. So that's
Um,
one reason you might want to separate those. And then it's good to know the commons because they come up all the time. So, you might want to look at like, and here's what I think the best way to use it. Like you look through until you find something, and I don't mean right now, but you want to look through until you find something you think is weird. So you're like, oh, Torch Tower, I knew that was this. I knew, you know what I mean? You're like, wait a minute, this is the third highest winning common, which based on these stats it is. Like, I don't think it's that good. But, you might be like, oh, I probably undervalue this. And then vice versa, like if you see a card you really like, and like these are a lot closer together. Like down in this area, they're pretty bad. Like if we see like, you're probably not gonna really like that. The reindeer. Let's say you like, you gotta realize you probably like it too much.
um,
And then like then this. See, here's the thing why it doesn't even matter that much. It's like, let's say we go to here where we have like an armory mouse. Like he's a fine card, this is a fine card, whatever. You can go all the way up to here, way up even up, all the way to like in here. We're not first picking these cards very often. So this stuff is more contextual. You want to know the really good stuff that you might want to first pick, and the really bad stuff just to stay away from. And then the stuff in the middle is less important because you're going to already have picks, to draft.
okay.
Yeah. Does that make any sense? I know it's a lot. Really,
Yes.
this is the only stat I would.
Okay. No, it makes more sense.
Like you can get the same thing from a tier list that might be in a cooler picture. Like this is essentially just a tier list that updates all the time. And I don't think anyone's putting enough work into their tier list where it's better.
Oh, okay. Yes. So after a while, I do stop looking at the tier list, and then I try to look at 17 lands, but I don't know what any of those acronyms mean. So what I actually base a lot of my picks on is like watching people. Um, and so they will always pick the good card, so I know what the good card is. But when they don't pick something, it doesn't always necessarily mean it's bad. So I don't know what a bad card is. So that's why when you saw me do like a comparison between like Cooped Up and Midnight Stroke, it's because I didn't know how bad Midnight Stroke was. um, but now I understand.
But essentially, like I often look at this on my phone. That at night, and a phone screen's not very big. So I literally, like, this is the only box I'll check.
Oh, okay.
Then I can see its game in hand win rate and its name on the same screen. So, like, to make it as simple as possible, when you want to see, like, a tier list style breakdown, you just have to have ever in hand, look at game and win rate.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, if you wanted to, like, break it down and see, like, what are the best white combos, just switch to white, switch to brown. Still use just this. Then, this will be easier to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically the only way I use the data. Is I get a good idea. I make my own opinions too, but I'll look at this for reinforcements. And then if, like I said, there's a mythic. Like today I opened Agatha's Cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's very good, but I don't know if it's horrible with stats or what it is. So let me look at it. Yeah, okay. 50, it's actually not that bad.
So what percentage is bad?
Well, on 17 lands with all users, I think the average is around 54% because they win a little bit more than average because they put a lot of time.
Oh, someone has a sort of relevant question. Genesis is asking, do you use all users or top users?
I use top users, but I would recommend you not.
Why? Okay.
So top users, for instance, like I don't know. I was gonna get to this later. Do you have like preferences in this set? Like every time I've tuned in, I've never seen you with a blue deck. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I don't know how to draft a blue deck unless I have the I think it's called Journey, or if I have like one of the busted fairies.
Like for instance, just to show you on the user, let's switch this to blue and common. We're on all users. We're gonna find the counterspell ice out. Ice out has 55.8% game and handling rate. Now let's look at autumn. And really, it's not the number. You know the number's going to go down. It's how many more cards are ahead of it. You got to go all the way down here, 47.4, and then if you change the top, it's going to be like the second card, 60.9.
Oh.
And if you want to change to me, which is my stats, you have to be a Patreon member for this. ISA is 74.7 in the hand.
Whoa.
So if you in top users just tend to get more out of cards like this.
See, y'all should be part of Ham's Patreon because you get some.
No, it's not my Patreon.
Or their Patreon.
17 Lands Patreon.
I was like, I don't think you have a Patreon, but okay.
I paid them for this.
Okay. Humble flex.
So, but yeah, essentially that's kind of how you want to use this data. Is you want to just look at this one stat until this is not enough for you. And I can teach you how to dive a little bit. I don't dive that. This is the gold standard stat. All users is probably where you want to be, and then you can change the color and the rarity just to get an easier picture.
Okay.
Now here's something else that I find extremely useful on this website.
All right.
Analytics. Trophy decks, right there. I do this way more when a format is new. And now there's not going to be that many mythic because the season just restarted. But like, I'll look through, I probably would look for diamond right now, and I don't really want to see a white red. Maybe I see, this is probably my deck. So here's a diamond blue-black deck. I don't win a whole lot with blue-black, so I like to see what it looks like. You can see this deck trophy. It looks fucking awesome. It's got triple pick lock, double this. It's just a great deck, so I would say fuck that. I don't care. He just had a great deck. Whatever. Look a little more. This one looks a little more realistic. It's a wild mana base. Let's just assume this caught your eye. You can go and see every pick they made. Also, you can also see everything they didn't. So you might be like, oh wow, I would have played this, or I wonder why they didn't play it. You don't get to ask. You can see exactly how every trophy deck was built. You can see every pick they made. And I use this a lot. I use this a lot more than just the
Okay.
But I use it more at the beginning of sets. But I find this stuff very helpful. That's basically all I got for you on this data.
Okay. Cool.
You don't have any questions with that? Or whatever?
Okay, so there's a percentage of like in-hand win rate, but then I also have to take into consideration like how often it gets played, right? Or drafted or put into a deck.
I don't think so.
No, because like isn't there not enough data or reliable data if like it's been drafted less?
Well, I'm not sure what you're we're gonna get to it. This is a mythic rare. And it's like these are what these things mean. It's been picked 3,158 times. It's been in 18,837 games. So I mean, it's got a decent number of stats.
Okay.
And then like as far as what you're saying, if you don't draw it and stuff like this is its game in hand win rate. So anytime the card is in your hand, this is your win rate. And like I said, this is the win rate when you do not draw it. So I mean, the win rate is there for the card from a 17 lands user every game. either when you drew it or when you didn't. So all that
Oh,
data is there. And
okay.
then it has the opening hand win rate. So this is its win rate when you start with it. Then it has game drawn win rate. So this is its win rate when it's not in your opening hand, but you draw. So the best, that's going to be great for like a 6-drop, right? If you don't
Uh,
have it in your hand. But you would expect a 6-drop like Gruff Triplets that its best stat be right here. Games drawn.
mm,
Because you don't really want it in your opening hand as
yeah.
much. But you want to draw it because it's great.
Okay.
So they're kind of all here for all scenarios. It's just this is the stat that makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
And all this is going to overwhelm. Like I said, if you want to, maybe the triplets is not. It's a fucking monster card. Its game drawn and its opening hand aren't even that far apart. But some cards won't be like that. Some cards will have a super high this, but not a high that, right? Because you really can't play them when they're in your
Mm-hmm.
So it might be, people that want to dive a little deeper into the data look at all that stuff. And I
Okay.
just want to get you here. This is what most people.
Okay. That's simple enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just all you have to have is ever in hand. If everything else unclicked, that's the only one you'll see. So when the card is ever in your hand, that's your game in hand.
Hmm. Also, if there's 2 cards with the same game in hand win rate, you probably want the lower what's IWD.
I mean, I think if that's the case, the cards are so similar, you need to just pick based on, if you have a preference for a color, if you already have a couple of picks made or something. I mean, sure, it's got. I mean, I consider something that's 64 and 62 and a half or something close enough that, like, you can deviate. I don't want you to memorize this and pick like it's important.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to know if you open a pack with, like, this Goblin Bombardment, you're not going to see it all the time. I'd like you to know that it's, like, quite a bit better than let's look for a red card. Imbrith better. Like, it's enough better that you should be thinking. Like, that's where this is useful. But where it's not useful is to go, oh, Imbrith Veterans 57.1 and Edgewall Pack is 57. I mean, you're probably not going to first pick either of them very often, and you just pick which one you want more.
Yeah.
Even like a card way down here, you might easily want more than a card,
Oh, Ekil told me that if you're stuck between cards, just pick the one with the lower CMC.
That's a better rule for sure than going by any kind of numbers. I just want you not to make big mistakes on it.
Okay.
Which normally means a rare or mythic you haven't played with, probably. And not knowing if it's either good, better than a good common. That's kind of the only thing I don't think this stuff is all that useful. I wanted to teach you how I.
Okay.
All right. So let's see if this is a draft. This is the draft you want me to look at?
Yeah.
All right. So kind of how I do this is and this will be more important when we actually draft together.
Okay.
Like let's say we're drafted together and you're like I want to take the Archon. And here's what I might do. Now in this pack I probably wouldn't, right? Because the Archon is just the best card.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Archon was a little worse, I might say, yeah, I think you can take Archon or Vermin or Frantic Bolt. You know what I mean? I might name a few cards. That does not mean that I think you should not take the Archon.
Okay.
I think a lot of people feel that way when I say that. I just like to mention that oftentimes, especially at the beginning of the draft, there's not one clear-cut card. I think there's a number of options.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. So in this pack, I do think you'd probably make a mistake if you took anything.
Oh, one more thing. You might not also see me play blue with red because I'm a very bad spell slinger.
That's the thing I want to know.
Yeah,
if you kind of avoid that, that's fine. Because, like, there's no reason for us to sit here and like, that's another thing. and I find people will do this sort of thing too. Like they'll want to go out of their comfort zone a little more or something. Which for one, it's going to end up me telling you. Like if you start taking something out of your comfort zone, like you'll make a few picks, and then you'll see like a card that you normally like. Like you might normally really like this rat or something.
Yes.
And it's just like, well, if you're going to take that rat here over this, blue draw spell after you've already started off on a blue-red path, don't start off on that path anymore. Basically, you don't want to draft blue-red. I think that's totally fine. The only time you should ever consider it is if you're just getting hit over the head with it and there's nothing else. Okay. So if you start drafting red cards and then you're not seeing anything but blue, then sure. But don't start off taking a blue. Like if you start off with a good red card and the next pack's blue card is, say, a B plus, and there's a B minus white card, like just take the white card. Because if you take that blue card, then the next couple packs down the line, you're probably not going to keep up with it.
Okay.
So anyways, I like this pick. I would say it'd be, probably bad to take anything else. Yeah, I don't like this.
What? Okay.
Vigil
was probably better.
I wouldn't even have it in the grouping of it's okay.
Really?
Torch is by far the best card in the pack. Maybe not even by far. Torch is very good. And Hopeful Vigil is on color. And I like this Prankster a lot, but I think this is not the best.
We didn't end up playing with it.
Well, I mean, this is a better card that's not in your color, and this is a very good card.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually think this card is better than the Butcher, but that's debatable in either one. Like, if this was pick one, pack one, I would allow this over this. I would allow it over Prankster, but I would tell you that you're giving up some if you take it. Now that we have the Archive, but we did, so that's fine. With these two cards already taken, I'm fine with this. Obviously, I'd rather see you take another Torch here. Had you taken the white enchantment here, still like to see you take Torch here.
Yeah, so I love rats.
These two both at least play well with your Archon.
We did go green, and then I splashed some black. Green, white, and we splashed black.
I'm more worried with the process than the result.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't think these play especially well with the Archon. Like, if you were taking one of these, like, I could at least be like, okay, well, she's drafting, like, around this Archon. Maybe a bit more than I would do, because the Archon is fine on its own. But we're taking a card, I think, that's way worse than Torch, and it's synergizing less. It's not about the same power. The fact that you already have another black card. But that's what we got. Now we take cut in after passing two torches.
I know. I did complain about that.
I don't like it. This card is reasonable. It makes a roll for your hard power. Wouldn't mind that. The Light Blade is a reasonable card. The Wilds, both these reasonable. I mean, cut-in's reasonable too. It also makes a roll. It just is right. I don't hate this pick. In a vacuum, I don't hate this pick. Knowing what I've seen before. So now we go with the red 2-drop. I don't know. If there's playable black and white stuff here, you probably tried to stay too open.
Yeah, and on my first pack, I sort of like, unless I get a really good rare, I usually just like stay fairly open until my like fifth pick or something like that.
I definitely think by now, like, we can give up on the Archon.
And
And
then
we
we,
only saw the only white card that was even good that we saw.
mm-hmm.
And it's not like that's I mean, you should see it. So it shouldn't be snapped right up. So we're not seeing a lot of white. This pick I like. It's very good. With both of the these things trigger celebration. I like it a lot more than say you take a pick or this thing. I like this pick a lot. I don't dislike this. I think we could have taken any number of things. This thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. I don't mind this stuff at all. I just would say that about a lot. Sendo, yeah, we got the rats. Seems tough to take a green card, even if it's not even. Not gonna play well with the black at all. Looks like we're trying to go back. I don't like this card much at all. I don't know its stats. It feels like it's just really bad. I don't like to play it at all.
I thought if I started going rats, it would be a good card
Yeah,
to have because I didn't really have like an aggressive red black deck. So I was like, maybe I would just have more like an attrition-y red black deck. So that's why I grabbed the rights.
wish I knew its stats. I don't feel like I'm looking them up right now. This set is littered with cards. Even if this one might be good enough, all right, it's littered with cards that even when you have like clearly this wants to go in a rat. That's its own. If there's a good place for it, that's where it goes. I definitely believe that, but I also just think they missed on so many of these cards that even when you have the right deck for them, they're not that good. I mean,
Mm.
look, you're not. We don't need to take our first green card. It's fine to pick it. I just generally don't like it. I think that this besotted might be better. Guaranteed to take the This makes a role when we play in It's just kind of again, we wouldn't want to play this. It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm definitely drawn to this candy grapple. The bunny's better. We saw very little one. We should see some like this range. I feel like we are. You said we weren't even up black. I don't hate this pick. You're a little more open than I would have liked to be from. This is fine. It's gonna have to go wild for me not to even play
Butchers?
these Lord Skitter's butchers.
Oh, yeah. We just couldn't fit them.
Oh, like you played black and didn't play them?
Uh, well, the black started drying out, and then only like green and white came around.
All right, we'll get there. We'll see what happens. I'm just saying, it seems like something drastic must have changed. We keep taking cards. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I don't. I'd probably rather have. This is it makes sure you're playing two cards. I'm not even sure it's better. Okay. Well, got some.
Yeah, so I thought I was gonna make more rats, like somehow, even though it doesn't come out in black, but I thought like maybe I can, and I'll make my creature tokens bigger or something. And I thought that Knight
Yeah.
of Doves might come around too, so I was like, well, if I am able to like bargain more rolls or enchantments and stuff, maybe I can make a bunch of doves, and then I have the bunny, then I can make my doves two twos.
I feel like this card is just
It's poo poo. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I was talking about. Even if it's like pulled up everybody, it's bad enough. I mean, this is a very playable average type a good car. So this is what I would, you know, I'm, it, you know, I like this thing when we can play the green side. It sounds like you might have ended up there anyway.
Yeah.
I don't hate this pick, but I would be the only other card I'd be. Like this is another card you just don't want, even if you have it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Not really. Even if you have instants, like, there's a lot of that stuff in this. Sorry. It's always good with body. I mean, you've got enough stuff. You've got a lot. And it certainly looks like we have a black one. Certainly this thing is good.
And that's when we were like, oh, green is open.
Yeah. May just been too late. Now you got this.
And yeah, and then it had that thing, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, we certainly, when we take that, I mean, this is also just not a great pack. Yeah, I mean, I like this. It's a weird way to get there, but like we got these square foxes. I mean, when I take it, I think, I want green to be almost more of a main color. It seems like we're more green and white than anything else. We want to play the grapple for sure, this for sure. Like you said, that's probably exactly where you ended up. Just flip your cards, okay. Seems like a nice pick. I could see just taking the blood. You got at least one. I'm fine with taking the blood. So that's very strong. I definitely like it better than other three drop. Like even if I like the witch a little better, like you got tons of these. This always gonna have to look back. We don't really need another. This is a punch. Yeah, at least it's a creature that can. Yeah, I don't mind this. It makes sense. I don't ever want to play two of these. This is kind of bad. So much. Yeah, and here's the good news. I think that like these last picks we're talking about, like mid pack 2 into pack 3, like that's the heart of the draft.
Mm.
That's where you're making once you knew what your deck was looking like I think you picked very well. At the start of the draft, I think based on kind of power level stuff, I didn't like a lot of your picks. But once you kind of settled in and knew where you were going, like I've liked almost every one of your picks. Those are to me the tougher picks. And then we can see. You can play screen. So I mean, I should like every card. I don't know about the fourth one. I mean, I see it. I'd like it more with double. I don't really like this. But you built it pretty well. Like I think, well, okay, how much black man we played? Probably one swamp. Yeah, I could see not playing this.
What would you have played over the Savior of the Sleeping?
Um,
Another Ood?
be able to stretch the mana a little. Like,
What does stretching the mana mean?
well, it meant for me like putting a second swamp in. Yeah, I don't think I'd want. You have two black cards with these. I think you actually did your mana. If we had more of this sort of thing, we could actually. I actually think you did your mana very well. Also, stretching the mana could be like right now. I feel like you've got enough black to play the two cards.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get them too stuck.
It
I
didn't.
might decide that like this is such a poor card in my mind. That's good when it worked, but maybe I would rather just throw it. I don't know. This is the only card I really don't like. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean this you built it fine. I don't see anything crazy. I think you drafted it. It was a weird draft.
Yeah.
I think after the first picks though, most of your picks made sense.
Okay, so how do we, then the question comes down to how do we do better early picks?
I mean, just look at 17 lands and realize this is nowhere good enough to take care of the first. This card wins way more than this one. It's in your same color.
Okay, so
This card wins way more than,
I,
at
I'm
least more than either of them, but it would be a stretch.
I'm gonna make excuses. I really like rats because I
Yeah,
have
those
pet
are good.
rats. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
and I'm also compulsive. Yeah, I did pick it just for the rats. Seymour Glass.
you know, I mean, I saw you the other night. You're like, hey, so you want to have fun with it? It's fine. You can draft a fun deck, but if you want me to coach you and you want to know how to make better early picks, I mean, this early in the draft, you're not necessarily drafting picks like for a specific deck anyway, so you're often picking either a card that's on color with what you have or the best thing in the pack, and I feel like you did neither. You know?
Yeah.
So after a while, you know, again here I also now at least it's on color, but it works. And then like I said, and then now we took a red banner after that. It was a rocky start. So just kind of knowing what cards are the best and which ones go together. You know, knowing that this is like way better, and you don't draft red blue, but in my red blue decks that don't have a lot of creatures and they're not, you know, all about board presence, this is more just like a 4 mana sorcery, kill those creatures. It ain't great. But in your like red white aggressive deck, this is like kill their blocker, make another creature get through. It's just devastating. So knowing like where the cards play best at will help you to make better early picks. It just really is going to come with playing and studying. I mean, it'd be hard for me to sit down and like really go through and try to tell you every card like this is better than that kind of thing every time. I would say just more looking at the data and looking at decks that chart beat and seeing where the cards fit in. I mean, I can do that, but I do it better with like very clear-cut examples than me trying to make a list.
Yeah.
Like if instead of showing me a whole draft, which is fine that you did, you could also show me just like this pick. That's a bad one. You show me. You can just show me a pick, and then I could be like, yeah, I would take this or I would take that. Just it has to be very specific. It's hard for me to just give you generic answers. As far as
Okay.
doing better at starting drafts, just knowing what the archetypes are going to look like at the end, knowing what the best cards are, and knowing your own preferences. Like if you don't ever want to be don't start off drafting.
Oh, you know what I am bad at? If there isn't like an obvious archetype, then I'm bad at like picking cards in mind of what my deck is trying to do. Like I always have, I'm just like picking cards and hope it synergizes, but I'm not sure like what my deck is trying to do a lot of the time. I don't know if it's trying to like uh be more like value or if it's supposed to be a bit more aggressive or mid game. I can't tell for some reason. And so then that
Yeah.
affects a lot of my gameplay too.
Well, I feel like that's overstated. Like the gameplay point. Like I don't think just because your deck is supposed to be aggressive or whatever, I don't think you necessarily. Even if your deck is supposed to be aggressive, sometimes you're just not the aggressor. You're on the ground. I don't think that's a. I think the other thing is huge. That as you're drafting the deck, you want to have a game plan in mind. It's like if you're building a commander deck, you pick your commander out, you want to pick cards that work well with it. You know, I mean, obviously you don't have a commander. You're not going to draw every game. You don't have to build too much around it. Like if I have a couple of ball guests or whatever, like I don't go out of my way to make sure that I have cards that celebrate. So like I don't go out of my way to make sure I have, the 2/3 that brings a treasure. That card's fine. I'll play it. It's better when I have ball guests. But if I have some ball guests, I am going to go out of my way to make sure that my whole deck wants to be aggressive. So I want, plays, and I want to just kind of make the whole deck aggressive.
There's
More than
someone
just like generically do exactly what the card says.
someone called the Mosian says Ham I love you. And Ham is the most handsome MTG player.
Can't even see.
But he knows what you look like. And he says he thinks you love him too. Or they think. I don't know their gender actually.
Yes. All right. So I mean, this is all kind of. I would like to definitely work on things like making sure we have a plan as soon as possible. I talk about this stuff a lot on the podcast. The podcast hasn't had an episode in a couple of months, but it's still probably new to you. I can tell you if you want to go listen to it, where we go into a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
This is probably about the best I do without spinning in circles.
Okay.
So I would move over to this. This was a game or two. I don't know which one you want to look at.
What the heck?
Okay, so this was your deck.
Okay, yeah, it was game 1 and game 3, I think.
You won both of those. So,
Was it? Oh, but can we go over it anyways? Because I feel like there's some plays that I probably was like, well, there probably would have been more efficient things I could have done, and I don't know what it would have been.
all right, let's look at the one that's longest.
Okay.
So first thing here, are we on the play or the draw? We're on the draw. I would strongly consider both, but I may not. In the play, I would never. But turn 2, doing this. I think I would just cast the 3. I mean, I can see not doing it, so then we stop our part. I would play the Sweet Tooth first. And I'd play Witch's Bark, discard the mouth, put in the token on the Sweet Tooth token instead of on Ruby. Bluetooth, yeah. And it lets you attack. For one, they kept their hand. They're probably going to play a 5 route next turn. They're probably going to attack into it. I like to just get your hand moving with this. They get this thing going. We'll build a bigger creature. I feel like this is going to do 3 damage.
So, um, I guess I do have a question about like if you know someone is gonna play like a bigger creature, do you still play out like little stuff that you don't plan to block with? Because if you play it, it's sort of, I don't know, you know? Like if I was just to play a 1/1 from the Sweet Tooth,
So
um,
it turns into more. It's going to be a one, like, it's going to eventually put a bunch of, it's going to make something.
okay,
And I feel like this, for this exact turn, deals 3, it puts a creature. Like, I can see why we do it, but if we have a hand that doesn't do much, so if we play this here, we get this starting ticket, right? And then if we play this here, we get to accelerate, like, how fast we see our cards. We're going to have, like, 3 turns worth of options.
ah,
Drawing additional cards. And then we're still going to have this in our hand, so that once we make something like a 4 or whatever, we can actually get a 6. I see this playing on a 17 and play something big. A lot.
ah,
And our next turn is going to be like doing this stuff or whatever. I mean, this isn't that bad, but I like the other one. We did this, and we're gonna attack. It's not that bad. I just think it works out way better because the sooner you get your cards from stuff like this, the better.
okay.
All right, so now, man, I feel pretty strongly that I just like to attack with both creatures. Play the sport, let them trade. I have a hard time seeing how this game lasts this long and how you don't just do all of it. Yeah. I would just attack whatever they block is fine. If they block, I'm just gonna okay. This doesn't make any sense. If you at least put it on this, I could see okay, you're making a creature that can attack and not trade. This does nothing. It's a 5, it still just trades. I mean, I guess if you're just going to sack it straight away to make a 3/3 haste and, but I can respect that play.
I don't remember what I
Just
did.
did this and then sacked it and just attacked with everything. You know, I could respect that, but I would rather just trade stuff next. We drew. Oh, these two. Once we get here, so I mean, honestly, I might attack with just Ruby. Hope they block so I can daredevil it, and if they don't block, I can play a 3. But you're probably going to attack with both. You're just going to trade, and then I would like to see you play. Okay, you did the bargain thing. Okay. You targeted a tapped land.
Was it?
Looks like it. No, I guess not. Made it. All right, so now we're just sending everything. Didn't send it.
I'm a coward.
Oh, do we have a land drop to make still? If you have a land drop to make, yeah, I mean, we got some. How much worse is it for you if they block your ruby instead of your land? It's essentially the same. I mean, I'd rather them block the ruby.
Uh,
This isn't guaranteed to stay at ruby. So the
um,
only reason to be scared of it is because you won all your down. You sink the land. It's an extra 3 damage. The extra 4 damage if they block ruby, because then they're not blocking this. I don't think it's any worse of a trade if ruby's gone or this land is gone. See what I'm saying?
yes.
I mean, this is where I don't know if I'm a good coach, right? Because I feel strongly that these are the right plays, but I don't know that I'm telling them to you in a way that's going to make any sense.
No,
I'll do this for people, and you don't have to tell me yes or blow smoke up my ass. This happens a lot. Where I'll go through stuff like that, and people are yes and nodding and stuff, and I'll never hear from them again. I don't know that I helped them.
no, this makes
So
sense.
besides making them know they could have done something different, like it needs to make sense, kind of.
No, it totally makes sense. If there's something I don't get, I'll let you know.
That's fine. I don't know how to get my points across.
I think your points are good. I just like didn't see it that I should do that. I'm also have trouble like understanding when to trade and when not to.
Like here's it's almost like I'm like you're picking a worse red card than a better red card. Like that's kind of how this
Oh.
plays. Like let's say you didn't attack with your land and you only attack with your dare.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that would I would understand it. I think it's worse, but I would understand it more. I'm like, okay, she really wants to protect her mana. She's just gonna play another threat. She's fine if the Daredevil trades. Like it would make sense. But then when like one thing, just the land attacks, it's like it wouldn't have been any worse if this died instead of the land, and now we don't get to play it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of how. Whereas like this, not attacking with either of them is like choosing a whole nother adventure. It's going down a different road. But this was just kind of like, okay, I don't think it was one not attacking. So I feel like we missed a little bit of damage there. They're not doing too much, okay. Also, yeah, we lost their 4-power creature, so it's not even like. Okay. Let's see. And you can see how like, this stuff's just sitting here. Like now it's hard. Like now if you play it, you feel it. Like you play this, it does almost nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go 1-1 on turn 2. It feels better than like having to do this and wait till turn. Doing this on turn 5 and not getting it till turn 7 feels a lot worse. It just. So that's another reason. This turn is a little tricky. One thing you could do is just play the grabby giant attack. I don't love that. I'm hoping it's something better. I'm just like thinking. That's 5, 6. Honestly, I think I would just play the land and cast like Beast at 3-1. Just not attacking all this stuff. Or the 4-3. I would probably do that.
I don't do something real fucking stupid like attack with the land right now.
No, I mean it's not that bad even if you do that. I just think I'd rather deploy more stuff on it. I think that's what I would do. I think it's the best. But I think there's other things you could do. Let's just see what you do. We attack with just the line. We're not going to use any kind of combat trick. 5 mana. It's kind of awkward unless we could do these two. That's not that awkward. I don't know. I would have rather like played something that boosted this, like the giant and sent both, or sent neither and just flooded the board rather than down the go half. It'd be different if you had like if this was just a 3-drop creature or something, and you could play 5 mana, like a good 5 mana worth of stuff, then this would make a lot of sense. But the only way to spend all 5 mana in a good way is even if we just like sent both of them, and then they blocked here and we daredevil this, traded it, I think I'd feel better about the turn. Getting them 3 damage. But it's kind of close. They took it. Now that they took the damage, and I'm either going to play these 2 or just this dog. It's fine. It's just like if we didn't attack, we could attack these 2. This instead of. I mean, we got it. I'm expecting the blocks. How did this game keep going? Now we got some bigger stuff. Yeah, we're maybe a little punished here because we only did 3 damage. We didn't put too much on something. We're not going to have to count the actually. We could send a 3. So I would attack with the 3.
Okay.
We have this there.
Let's see what I actually do.
This I don't like as much because I feel like they're at a low enough life total where they're going to block both creatures. And I don't think we have any way that both of ours don't die, only one of theirs. So I would have only sent one thing. I feel like they almost have to block it. They didn't, they only blocked one of them, so this worked out great. Now I think it's, we got 3 mana for really just to cast this. This is going wonderful. They played that packed. Now we get to put counters on something. Put 2 counters on something. I would be putting them right on this red team. You put them on that, which makes no sense. Still just a trade with this. This would have put this up to where it would trade and
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. And it would be 5 power, so it would be. I would have put them here and just everything back.
Oh, damn.
As it sits now, I'm still probably going to send everything, but now, like, at worst case, this can chump your 6-4, and this can eat. Before, that wasn't. I mean, I like just sending them all.
What they do?
Okay, so they did that pre-combat.
Oh, and then I think.
I guess to get rid of your 4-power creature, they wanted to play really safe.
Yeah.
I guess that makes some sense. So yeah, now you can't attack
them. You're right. If I put it on the 3-1, they either one thing would have been able to trade.
4-2 would have been able to attack. Okay. So you're going to play this. It's reasonable. There's a lot. I think it's reasonable to play this in the fawn. I think it's reasonable to play this in the fawn. I think it's also reasonable to like make the treasure with this. Like I feel like I would have played these 2 here, and it just gives me the option to like if he plays something else, the board looks like it's going to stall. To make a treasure, play the gravity, and start drawing. I think I would have went the other way here. This is just also a lot harder to draw. You can always play it down this bigger next. So I like playing these two. This is kind of minor. Certainly you want to put back. Take it. Is it trample or anything? Wouldn't call you crazy. I mean, I got a hard time believing I'm not attacking.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem, I think worst case scenario, they have a recruitment. Kill this, they have like a good block with that. This thing, jump, they'll still take it. Only other option I see is to like leave the pawn back so that we can draw with the grabby and play this. But I would attack with them. Also, I like that because we have so you can just play land, this, and game. I definitely like attack with them. You grabby first, which I don't I mean, it's not the worst. Like you can see what you draw to make sure you. I mean, it's. I wouldn't have done it, but I still want to attack with. Now we probably want to leave this back to cast. I would attack with everything. Why did we not want to attack with giant?
I don't remember.
I mean, I could see also leaving this back. I think that's. I don't know why the giant would have not. You have late blades. So somehow your giant survived that, which might, I mean, I don't even know if that's better for you or worse, because it would be dead, but the other thing wouldn't, and they'd still have to worry about the damage from it. I don't even know if it's better or worse.
Ah.
Hard to tell. It wasn't that bad, but now we definitely want to play that. Play our land if we can. Just want to play your land. Here I'm not crazy enough to take it. I'm
I trade.
I don't like it. This thing isn't even like. I know it's a 9/7, but it's got an equipment and an enchantment on it. So like, you trade with this, it just something else is gonna get big, and you got no attack. This is devastating game. Can't do it. If we just chump here, we probably can attack it. You're gonna lose all your offense. I mean, they can just make another creature big, or even sack. I guess no, but don't listen to that. They can just make another creature.
Oh, it does have trample, though, someone said. Is that right?
Does have.
I think the roll
Roll
monster.
okay. Okay. Still don't think you can block.
I take another 9.
I would probably just take it. There's no reason to block.
Okay.
So I would take the damage. I looked for trample earlier. I don't think blocking is good enough because I mean, we're going to be left with just this. They're going to be able to equip this to make it a 5/5 and get no attacks. Then they're going to get this back eventually. Start drawing cards when they play it. It makes us have to draw like a really good card next time. I like just taking it. They have to have something pretty good to not die.
So if I just took it, should I
Then we
have
have the
swung out
kill stall for the
afterwards?
menace guy, a chump here, or chump here, taking one trample, two. I guess that would let him live. I don't know. I would just take. I don't think we're winning very well.
If I didn't block and just took the 9, would you have then just attacked all, or?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Game's over next turn. One way or the other. I mean, if we draw something irrelevant, we're gonna draw it ready.
What if they had an Argan?
You're not beating that anyways, ever. Because it lifelinks for a weapon. What
Uh,
if they had it and you block with these two?
well, it lifelinks if you bargain, so they can't bargain anything.
Could. They could bargain this stupid roll, or they could bargain.
Well, if they bargain one of the rolls, then it goes back down to an 8/7, and the +2/+2 won't be lethal.
Okay. Well, they don't have to bargain if you take it.
Well,
You
okay,
take it, they have it, you die.
yes.
You block it with these two, they have it. They bargain their roll. They gain 10 life. These two die. This
Oh,
lives.
I see.
You're never winning.
Okay, okay.
You're losing to that card no matter what.
Oh, I guess I.
You could block with this as well. I mean, they have
Yeah.
to literally like show you the card.
Yeah.
You could, but because otherwise they'll just go, okay, go this, and this. You're just pissing away another creature.
Pissing away another creature.
You can't just like you're not beating that. So you want to beat them when they really don't have much of anything. You're gonna lose sometimes. When you just playing to win, I think is not. I don't think we can lose these two creatures.
Okay.
Did block one off, which is strange because we had enough to kill it anyway. Like, they're just gonna go with quit. Or that, or something. I mean, that was happening either. That's actually it wasn't. Do they have anything else in their graveyard? Wow, they had nothing else to get back. Oh, that's extremely brutal. I think you would have won very easy. Now I expect them to equip something. Yeah. And just if you don't draw something pretty special, like we have no way to attack, even here. I guess we're supposed to send this new one. And I think we might have to block here. Just because if we take 6, we have no attack. That's not good. So I think you have to try to do.
Did I?
Now, here's another thing you could do. I don't know if I advise it, but you could block with this. And then if they go to move the equipment, this thing's going to die if they don't.
Oh my god, that's one of those things I fucking can't.
I don't necessarily love that.
Okay.
But it's an option. I just don't love taking it, letting it move this, essentially like just dying for the next turn. It wasn't going to go well either way. I'm this game.
Did I?
Also,
The early my cart.
yeah. Well, I would be willing to play pretty risky. I would want to be able to bolt this in combat and use this to block this thing. I would go ahead and attack. I don't think I would attack with this as well. I mean, you could just blow this up now and attack for 6. That's not bad. Maybe that's better. I don't know. I could go either way.
Oh, I bolted the thing to.
Or to that in response. You might as well wait and see where they're putting their roll. Right?
Oh yeah, that's because they put the roll there, I think.
I don't think they did. Let's see. Took it back. Looks like you took it back. Yeah, it's a trample roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. Yeah, I like attacking for 4. You have to sack the map. I'd like to be able to this attack for 7/7. I'd like to be able to jump and attack that. So I would attack for 4, and I'd actually cast it second on that. She did. Expect them to make it 7/7. Close between make a treasure, cast it, and just cast it and sack a land.
Oh, I fucked up. I think I like didn't cast a treasure or something.
Well, I mean, you can just cast this and then sack a land if it's your turn. You can draw right away. I would probably make a treasure and cast it, and just wait a turn and sack the treasure. I don't think you have any attack. That's up to your own choice. And this I don't mind. So as long as you at the end of their turn.
I don't remember if I did.
Better.
Oh.
You did. I mean, I think that's fine. Another kill. What a game. Draw a card. They have any cards in hand or anything?
No, they don't.
They're probably just dead. Yeah, they're just dead. What? They're at 6. Oh, this gains 2 life, but still. This the way this works, it gives trample and like you can eat this turns this into like player. So if you just attack with everything, for 1, I guess it's 8 damage. Or wait, it's 5 plus 3, 8. So they would. This only gains 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead to easy. So if we just attack with everything, you might be trying to like copy the roll or something. I'm pretty sure if you just attack with everything, they lock 2 4-power creatures. Or something. They got. That's what we should do. But I really had no cards.
What did they do? Did they just give up?
guess you're gonna. I don't know. I guess we're gonna monster this thing. Go to trade and then.
Probably copy the monster.
Yeah, or just and then copy the roll here so it's a trade. I mean, this is cool. They're losing their board. You torched something. I don't know what you did. The game ended.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
I don't know what happened. I think this is when they scoop things go kind of crazy here. I don't know. They probably just scooped something. No, never mind. It's still going. I don't know what the hell happened. It looks like instead of copying the roll on the 4-3, you missed that as a line. You're just gonna bolt this out.
And then they gave up.
Or they just but we could have killed them if we attacked with everything. Best play. We
Oh
could have
gosh.
kept the bolt and activated Yenna, make that trade with the other thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But I liked your plays a lot more in the middle to end game than at the beginning. There was a lot to this. I
Yeah.
don't think it was that bad. It took forever.
Yeah, it was 15 turns.
Well, I mean, did you really want me to do like one of these other ones, or is there a different one? Or
I think that was,
you sent me. You also sent me another link.
yeah, that because you wanted, like, you said 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can do whichever one you want. What are the links?
It was,
These are the same link.
oh, I think it was game 1 and then it was game 3.
Okay. So this.
Yeah.
Most people want to look at games they lost to see if.
Well, it just happened to be that these are the ones I remembered to write down.
You got so mad when you lost. Didn't want to relive it. This is definitely a key, no matter who's on the planet. I would probably discard this bolt. Or a torch. I don't think we should use that.
Wait, what did I throw? Oh,
We do this thing. I mean, our play is we're gonna make a treasure. Like if we lose this, we have like a bunch of reactive stuff, only one threat. So like we're just gonna try to like. I mean, if they just have one removal for this, our hand. I would not pitch a threat. If you're gonna pitch a threat, I'd pitch this one. I would pitch the threat. I think what didn't really play this guy.
I don't know what I did.
Cast anyways, we think we should play so I would attack, play double block. I think they're just gonna take it. I would happily play the giant. I have a feeling I see a lot of times people just like go this here or whatever. I think you're gonna win this game way more often if this gets cast this turn. I mean, unless we're killing both. It's looking good so far. I think you might do it. Yes! Love to see that. We should just massacre this game. Now it's a little different because they'll definitely just put the witch on the board. I think I would just attack with just Yenna. Kind of hope they take it, and then I can sack a force to draw or something. And if they block, that's good too, unless they have a trick. Because I don't feel like if we do this, it works, sure. Then if we attack with this, it's a double block, but then they just draw with the fairy, which might be what they want anyways.
I think
The
so.
giant. So I like to attack here because it shouldn't die. It might if we have to, but I don't think we can just attack with nothing. Also
Someone
don't like playing the land, just because if they take it, I think you might have drawn and then be good amount. I mean, this is fine. I can see why they would do it. So like in this scenario, I would have rather had the forest in my hand. Just then if I drew them out, I could still pass. As it is now, I mean, I think we're probably not going to draw a giant. We're probably just going to play one time. I think it was probably worth that risk of getting bigger. We have to kill this. Stops the card drawing. So
pretty sure I do.
This is definitely a spot where you want to kill that. Assuming you do that and it works out, this is in the graveyard, they're not getting the draw, we untap, this goes here, boom, they're taking it. Once they've got more. Alright, you did it.
I don't know why I did it before, but I did.
Hmm?
I don't know
Oh,
why.
that's fine. It doesn't matter. You might, I mean, there might be something that pumps it back in. I don't know. It's fine. Like they could have had, minecart there. You should have done that. This is good for now. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of things to bargain. Like, I think I would just double bolt it in fact. It's not great, but I think that's your best bet here. I like that better than, say, trading and keeping two.
Yeah.
Wells, and I like it better than just not doing anything. I would have made this like that.
Oh, that's when it just used to.
I mean, at least we got him to play a, nothing. It's not the game, nothing. They probably would have played that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put the thing here in castles. There's something to be said about like letting them take the 4 damage because the 1 won't matter, and then doing it after damage because if they had it, I think
Would have.
you can get blown out, but I think I just not on the other creature. This is poppy
What's Poppy Cup?
nonsense.
Oh.
We got 9 here. Turn them sideways.
Okay.
You're gonna win this game regardless.
I think I was like really uncertain about all the plays I was making during this game, so I think I wanted you to look over it. But
You played it fairly well.
okay.
You kind of gasped when I said something about killing that creature in response to the wicked thing, but you ended up doing it. That was great. I thought the way you reacted, I thought you did
Oh, I don't remember if I did. So
You
I was
didn't
like,
remember, yeah.
yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
let's see if I do the right thing or not.
This you're just getting. Oh, you know what? You're smart and I'm stupid.
It,
This thing
I'm,
untaps.
yes.
Should have just told me.
Oh,
Damn, it's gonna untap and I'm gonna smash him for even more.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured.
You played even better than I thought.
I was like, yeah, I guess like I thought you might catch on, um,
No.
and that you knew.
I didn't know till I saw it was
Okay.
dead. I thought, wait, I did that. Nope, didn't see it. All right, so I mean, that's how I kind of would go over drafts and games. I mean, sometimes people will send me like multiple and I'll do them faster and stuff. Especially if I do them before ahead of time, like I know kind of what we're looking at. You know, basically the big benefit to that is like we're gonna do a draft together and play some games together now. It might just be a simple draft. The games might be easy. There might be a rope running where we don't have as much time to go back and forth and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like whenever there's at least some of this in a session, I know you're gonna get something.
Yeah.
But I would recommend now because I feel like I've been talking on the phone. I feel like maybe now we draft together. You share your screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, but I also want to be mindful of your time because you did start at 7:30 and
Well, if you
like
don't want me to do anything else, we can stop. But what the hell am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to bed and watch your stream. I'd rather just do
oh,
this.
I thought you were gonna stream again. Oh, okay. All right, then let's do it. Okay, okay. Gotta put up my notes to make sure I timestamp things. And gotta pull up arenas. Alright, guys, we're getting to the juicy part that everyone's been waiting for. You
The
don't,
only
you,
reason I stream beforehand is because I don't have anything better.
oh, okay.
I'll just be laying in bed bored. So I'm like, I might as well come on. You know, I'm fine with just
Okay, cool. Yay.
this.
Uh,
When I think.
this chat's been waiting for this. Demosian, stop sexualizing the ham. He is a person, okay?
Yeah.
Not a sex object. So, quit it. Alright, gotta share my
Just,
media.
yeah, yeah. Something. See it? Everything is wonderful.
Okay, so start.
I'll kind of let you tell me what you're thinking, and then you know, that's kind of how I. You'll tell me to pick you like.
Okay. Um, I won't ask you too many whys.
You're supposed to ask whatever you want.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna try to tell you reasons maybe for some of the stuff. You don't have to ask. I might say, I think this is just too good of a card. I might say, looks like you really need a removal. You know, stuff like that.
I feel like removal's a little bit harder to come by in this set.
Yeah. Maybe. Especially the cheeks.
Oh gosh. Am I being forced to play Boo now? Okay, so look, I would probably pick this. I would think about this, but like you generally don't. I guess you could splash Greta, but this would kind of make you like close you in on two colors, and you don't usually want to start that way, right?
I would say honestly, I mean, I like blue, so I would be okay with this first pick and taking that. I wouldn't be unhappy, but if I didn't like blue for some reason, which I'd be pretty unhappy first picking. I think the best cards are the four there, the blue we talk about, and all the way to ground. I think any of those four are fine. If you like the 5/4 double strike, if you like the Greta, I think any of those four are totally.
Really? I'll grab the Greta.
It's not on me. I don't think it's. I think it's totally fine.
Ah, what about this card, Ham? Isn't it your favorite card? I'm gonna grab this because I already have black.
I think it's close enough to the box for me where I would take it. Double white card. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about white
The
yet.
only black card in the pack. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. And maybe somebody else took a black card. There's an uncommon missing. It looks like. Probably not a ton of good black uncommons. Probably pretty good spot.
How many uncommons are there in a pack?
3, but the one is a bonus sheet.
Oh.
Convention, so I don't.
So these don't count. Ooh. Hmm. Well, if
It's any
we're
of like 5 cards here.
maybe this one,
That's fine.
maybe
I
this
could
one.
take like any of the first 4 cards or the glove. But I'm totally fine if we don't like we just stay green black and the glove. That's totally no real preference.
I think I'll grab the white because there's something going on here. Am I wrong by thinking that white's more open, maybe?
Yes, you're wrong. So
Okay.
it's too early.
Okay, yeah, it's too early.
People, like, I mean, totally fine to take the glutton if that's what you want. That was your first instinct. Like this is what I was saying. Like when you say that and I give you other options, doesn't mean I didn't like your option.
Well, maybe I
Just
changed my
like-
mind.
I would. That's fine if you change your mind, but I wasn't trying to change.
Okay. Um, just this one. Or maybe that one.
What?
You don't like this card?
No.
I like
I think
recursion a lot.
You can certainly take. You can take your oof, but you could also take prism, or you could take the Seer Armont. I lean towards taking that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind splashing it in the deck. If that's not how you normally draft, though, let's just try to stay more 2 colors.
No, I'm interested
You
in.
can take the oof.
I'm interested though. Like, I'm curious about how like you would do
I'm
this.
not
I
trying
want to
to
learn
ditch
more.
black. I'm just thinking that's easy enough to play in your green black.
This one.
I think that one's enough better than that.
I guess if I have to, this one, because it makes food at least.
Almost never gonna make
Yeah.
that. I feel like any of the other white or green, some chance. You can take the 2. I'd rather take the commune, the tap, or the play any of them at all.
How do you feel about commune?
Played it earlier today when I have a 21. I like to play it when I have like a triplets or some really good features and a good amount of features.
Albinism told me to take transmuter.
Wild is good. I mean, I would pick it here probably.
This one.
It's fine. I'm fine with that one. Not a card I like a lot, but it's okay. None of these are, well, I like the red. None of these are cards.
Yeah, I'll just put this in sideboard.
I mean, we've already got multiple times. I mean, that's fine. We can take that. Take the 40.
I was like, for the vault furnace?
Take your brood. I mean, it's fine that there's only like, if we wanted to talk, there's like 10 seconds.
Oh, this one. I like
Yeah,
this though.
this is
Wait,
really,
oh my god!
I think for your deck, it's 100. I mean, you could make it so you can cast bombard, but you've got a bunch of big. That's more
Oh,
for like an actual.
damn it! That card is so fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
you got a
know.
pretty good start here to a green black though. That was.
Oh, I'm thinking about whether I ditch the armament and just splash a blue card.
The thing about that is it's a lot easier to splash 5. That particular card really wants to come out. So I probably wouldn't. But I mean, I don't think it's crazy if you took that or the torch or the brave, or even the real treatment. I like the brave. That's what
Yeah, to make sure we can
I don't
cast
think it's
this.
like the only reason.
Does red look open now? What is this?
Good golly.
Do we pivot? Do we just ditch the entire draft?
It's not, no. I mean, I would pick it. I like it enough better than that. Whatever. There's not much else here.
That's true.
I
There
mean, we
isn't
missed
actually.
out on that good 1-3 though.
Wow. Probably this Fawn.
The only other card anywhere close would be that 6-7, which I like a lot, but we're not lacking top.
Someone said ditch this and play Sultai.
Yeah, we're gonna play the town out.
Never have this rat. What colors am I? Green, black. So this one?
Yeah, we could. We have enough area. I would probably just take this 2-1 guy, but I'm fine if we take the we
Oh,
can take the 1-3. It's fine. Where's
I don't think I want two of these, right?
uh, I like Cambridge.
Oh, maybe another Brave the Wilds. Mm, what does this do?
I like that. Anybody take Titanic. Ah, we take- I don't know.
How do you feel about this part?
It might be. It's gonna be more than
What's this?
not.
Oh. Guess I'll just grab another
This
grapple.
is-
Oh,
this
but
has
there's
gotta
also
be at
this.
least close.
Yeah.
Normally, I would tell you the champion's better, but this stuff looks a little top heavy without a lot of stuff. I have no issue taking this crap. Actually, I think it's a worse card. I just kind of like it better. Reasons I can't. I don't feel like we have a lot of things to bargain. I feel like we have the Braves to bargain already. That gets a little slow, so I like the draft.
Okay, that's something to consider. What does this do? Maybe we'll grab this because it'll give us something to bargain.
I like the
Whoa! No, it's not, but that's really cool.
It's powerful, but it's still isn't that.
We don't have a lot of adventure things for Edgewall.
Fixing's pretty good. I mean, here I like the witch.
Which? Oh, here.
Yeah, it's just pretty good. It gives us a little bit of bargain fodder. Like you would play about five.
This dude. Um, no, we don't play that.
You can take your horseman or leave it. Either one are going to be great.
Oh, another one of these because it gives us more fodder.
Huge fan of that.
Yeah, but we don't. Does it matter that we don't have that many adventures for it to come out with haste?
Scavengers. I guess we don't have that. We do need 2 drops. Yeah, take the.
Neato. Do you think the adventure sorcery is good?
If you have 7 mana, yeah. It's kind of like a freebie, right? Like you just play him obviously when he's in your opening hand on 2. If you drum like 4 or 5 lands. Take a look.
Blue, green, X creatures has to be 5 or more.
We're not playing that.
No. Okay. Oh, someone asked how many 2-drops does the ham like? Doesn't that depend on the deck?
It does. If I'm aggressive, I want at least like 6. Deck like this just wants enough to knock it right. Take that, yeah.
Whoa, that was it? Quick.
Yeah, that was like really was fast. So I'm gonna basically let you build it first and then talk about it. But I would say I'm definitely not sold on playing the one. So for me, that's a maybe.
Okay, so then we have to look at how many gold.
See how much of a stretch on the mana.
One.
Let's cut it down even more. Like anything you're not sure about, just panic cut, and I can tell you if I think you should be sure.
I don't have anything else that synergizes with food, so I don't want to put that in necessarily.
Well, rather, I want to. I know you only have 20 cards, but I would take more cards out before I put it. You want to stop here? Say you're absolutely sure you want to play all of these.
Okay, let me see how many rolls we have first. Like none. Okay, take that out. Let me removal 1, 2. That's it. So we keep this. Ba, 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 ba. And then I would start adding here because this is what I would keep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I would want to.
So I want
The
that.
two I like the worst are the least. Oh, worst. I think we want.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those. I mean, your curve's pretty high. We have these two Braves, but I would probably still want to play 17 land in the stuff. So we'd be looking for eventually 4 more cards. Deck wants 9 green lands for sure. And it wants evolving wilds. Let's do the land. It'll help me. So let's put in 9 forests. Because the reason I want that is to make sure we can cast our Braves. And we want exactly 1 island. Like 17. So now what I would do is I would want to be like, okay, I'm kind of unwilling to, maybe not unwilling. I would rather not go down to 8 forests, but 8 forests in a wild is doable. I do not want to go down to 5 swamps. So basically, I'm thinking, do we want to play this white card? I'm thinking no,
Nah.
because I'd have to lose a forest. So I would keep the mana exactly like that. It looks like only 6 swamps, but the 2 Braves count as swamps as well. And the wild.
Oh.
So, like, you can always get your black or blue with the Braves. You can't get the green. You get a second Brave, not a first.
Okay.
So that's the reason I want so many Braves.
Okay. So I put 3 more.
I'm fine with that you through the candy trail. So, I mean, I like the 6/5 blue guy a little bit, but with 1 island, like,
Yeah.
we can never do both in a turn, even though that's kind of rare. I don't think it looks great. Now, we're not hurting for 2 drops enough we really want to play this 2/2 Wicked Visitor. Rather not play that.
Yeah.
How many creatures do we have?
14.
Because that I'm looking for basically for. I think I'll.
Where'd it go? Here it is.
Yeah. And
The growth?
I don't really like it.
I'm thinking these two because this can help
Yeah.
us play an additional
I
land.
like that. You said, yeah, the one guy, and then you put it in the top tab.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I think not that is maybe better. We have some DT. Our creatures generally have pretty good power. So I think we have a bunch of 2/2s that can't get through.
It also gives us more fodder.
Yeah, I think I like it better. I don't think we have much reason to play.
No.
Throw in a full team. I like the way it's built.
Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom really quick.
Yeah.
And usually I would tell chat to ask burning questions to.
I'll just bring
The
up your
coach.
screen. We can chat.
Okay. This is your chance, guys. Don't embarrass yourselves or me.
This like you. Hold on. Yeah. Less island is the better. I don't think the deck's really like hurting for more top end features. And I don't think you're crazy like if you played one less farms. Like if you just wanted to play 16 land, but you had two birds, but there's no other card. An 8 in the wilds is like doable, but I would rather have 9. I mean, I'd rather play one of these things with only one island than put 6/5s. Unless we have 8 mana out, we're not going to do the same thing. If I would really not want to play not that. I mean, for this style deck, like, maybe we could use one more bigger card. Maybe, but I mean, we've got the horse from the kind of place. I think there's plenty of, 2 and 3 drop stuff where we shouldn't get run over very often. Yeah, the curve. I'd rather not have Candy Trail, Commune, or Not Dead after all. I'd rather have better stuff. Those aren't really 1 mana curve. They're in the 1 mana spot, but they're kind of like, they don't do much. They're kind of just fillers. The 2s and 3s are solid, sure. Candy Trail's a good late game card. I might rather just have a second glutton. I'd rather have another 4 or 5 drop than a Commune probably. But they're filling a sort of similar role. If we had another good 2 drop, I'd play it. I don't think we're gonna. Maybe in a perfect world, like we have one more 2 drop creature, one more 5 drop creature. Right about. I don't hate it, but we have a lot of other things that bargain. It's a lot better when you bargain it. We've got 2 grapples, 2 braves, 1. I don't think we ever want to cast it before we've played everything else. I like the Grim Search more in say a black-white deck, a couple of nightmares where they're just starting to card. Resources, you got some cooped up type things, you kill stuff real cheap, sack your nightmare, that kind of more grindy card advantage. If we played against another green black deck, we'd kill that.
A green black deck is good with Grim Search.
If we played against another green black deck, it's probably our cards are going to trade a lot, just grind down that stuff. Nobody's going to run anybody over.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of matchup.
Oh, interesting.
The kind of deck I like it more in, like I said, would be anytime you're playing a card that just makes them discard a card, like that black enchantment, and you start drawing extra cards more package. And it gives you bargain cards. You play one of those, you play a 2-drop, you trade, you kill one of their creatures, then you hit them with this. This deck can win with 1 or 2 big threats. It just interact, live, trade, stick a big threat.
Okay. Are y'all ready?
I'm closing the sheet. Whenever you're ready to play, I'm ready. You hear me? Are you saying
Yeah,
anything?
I hear you.
Okay. That's fine. I closed the screen.
Okay.
So I think it's best if I kind of let you at least tell me what you're thinking, or just make.
I keep this, especially because I go first. I like playing this one first before this one because it just blocks better. But I don't think it would block
That would
anyways.
probably be the opposite reason. If they play a mountain, you certainly want to play. Otherwise, like, I doubt it matters much. You've got another one. I mean, I'd probably maybe play the 1-3 anyways, just because you might end up getting enough stuff where we just wait and try to cast it for 7.
Mm.
I don't think it's out of the question. Our next turn is going to be Vermin. Draw a land and a 5 drop or something. I could see just minor. If you cast the other one, there's upside as well.
Oh, that's true.
Against the mountain in particular.
Bro. That was unnecessary. Wait. I think I want
to go
to.
either way. I could go either way because I mean, we might be able to scry into a 5 drop. I think
Yeah.
I really wish we played the 2-2, or you could just play the 9.
What is this? Because I feel like we need threats at hand. Mm.
I like it like that. Don't dare get rid of it.
Okay. Ham's MTG name is Love Him, Leave Him. He left me once. Did he love you first?
Who said that?
Demosian. You fucking clown. Okay. This add stuff. I can't really
It
attack.
adds green, right?
Huh?
It just adds green.
Yeah. And I would have 4 mana, but I have 3 right now. I think I'll just. Oh, great.
It changes.
Then
I
if
feel
that's...
strongly that you should play the Vermin.
Yeah.
You could use the Candy Trail.
Yeah, and we can hold up Candy Grapple when we need to.
Well, you don't have one.
Oh, I don't.
But I definitely like spending the 2 mana on the trail more than using the scatter. That's the important. You don't have to do it this instant. I would much rather spend 2 than draw. Take that damage and smile on that face. No worries. Card yourself, bishop here.
Oh. Well, they can't bargain. Where's that other swamp? I don't really have good attack spirits. I think I would just like play this out.
One thing that I think is I feel like we could maybe send a familiar. If they block, it's going to throw your rat, and you can fell horseman attack on the cast. If they take it, which I think they do, then we still have the mana to do the wolf. I don't like to send the burn. Get that back if you have to.
So I feel like I've been taught maybe not to attack with this things that are of like high value. So like it's okay to trade with it.
We're going to get to spend our
Okay.
Nick goes to this is kind of sucks if we're just going to, it doesn't even suck. They have their local thing. Just take it. Yeah, I was just crap with that. I was thinking the rare box, but I think it's
To attack with this again.
I like send them both now because just the way your mana works out. You can cast the horse and mana stack.
Can I send my rat? Oh.
So just block it.
And then I'll grow my vermin.
Now we definitely want to play the scavenger. Kind of hurt on black, so I think I would just stick with bomb. That's let's cast the shadow. Still taking it a little less happy.
That's brave. I guess we have food.
You can't trade with the scavenger. You block the 3. Trample.
Yeah.
I just feel like
It's
11 is a lot of lights. Get to attack path and stuff.
what you
Like I
got,
said, it
opponent.
starts to be a little concerned.
Pretty concerning.
That seems kind of wild, but that's better than just casting. So the way my brain is going to process is we want to attack for as much damage as we can. We need to see if we want to send this Bramble. Probably going to want to make a food with our scavenger.
Maybe we don't send the bramble so we can
Yeah,
cast both this and this.
Yeah, that's what I would. So I would actually
Whoops.
advocate to pre-combat cast something with the familiar on the off chance that they see that it didn't attack and want to kill it in combat. It's pretty rare. It probably won't happen.
Oh.
They bump their burn. It'll probably never happen. Yeah, this is just dealing 6. I actually think I've changed my mind. I think it's better to play the wolf and its food than to play the horse. still gonna play the farm. But having these 5 boards, I could be wrong. Maybe it's better. It's gotta be close. Get the farm. He plays one big creature with shatter. Right? Yeah. They kind of want to sack food, but they also well,
I'm sorry, Jeeves. I'm going to have to refund that because opening paint takes a lot of time. And I don't have time for that. Ain't got time to open paint.
I mean, if they send both creatures, they're gonna have to make them. I kind of feel like they're not. I feel like we back them. No, it's. I think I like just send out the staffers.
Yeah.
You know, they might just trade both their guys. Which we keep our food. They might take some, in which case we only keep our food. I think all of that stuff is our stuff. I like attacking. I did say that I was going to let you make it.
It's okay. Um,
I just feel like next turn this is the way. They somehow block up their 3-1. I would instantly be a little bit worried about it. Obviously, that's the goal. But I like to just play the horse. You can play.
if they play swamp, should I not keep a land in case it made me discard?
I mean, I feel like if they're going to play that card, I don't know. It's fine. You wanted to play it earlier. So. It lets us like sack food and still have another blocker back. Probably doesn't.
That's
I
random.
don't know what their plan was.
Oh, maybe they just had this in hand and they thought they could rebuild their board and they didn't want to, like, have no board.
No, I wouldn't. Still don't really like. I still don't really feel it. I think playing that.
And then we attack.
Yeah. I would put the horse in next, but just that.
Can I put both 3/2s?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna die if they don't draw. If they draw.
Yeah, look at my
And
foods.
the attack.
Bro, are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, I think this just no wait. What are we doing?
Oh, I'm just making this bigger so I could make
You
it.
like to deal 5 to them? You can get a full counter with that. I don't feel like I would do it. somehow they have a sweeper, sack our I would do that. Could sack some rock hard. It's probably better. You doing? Playing with their puppet? In the middle of a feverish game.
Yeah, Max, but we have a fawn that will let us use black. Can I sack a food now?
I mean, for life? Is that what you want to do?
No,
I wouldn't
just
do it to draw a card.
oh,
You can sack one for life.
okay. I think next turn it might be necessary. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, no. I don't think we're shattering the
Okay.
we're gonna put our token on. I have no clue. I haven't gone. We're attacking them with everything.
Probably
Anywhere you want.
this.
They're gonna have to block your two biggest creatures. They're still just that. They have to block your 4/4 wolf that they got. Send everything. Know your get. They can put them, block your two biggest.
What's BM, Baron? Hmm. Why did we not pump the wolf that was not blocked?
Because I thought our
Was our food valuable because it would gain life and draw us cards, or why was our food more
we
valuable?
could sack it for 3 life if we needed to. We could put a counter on a creature with Greta. And you could play sack it to draw a card if they cast a wrath. We're just so far ahead there that I felt like it would just play better. I don't think we went too bad.
Okay.
And we could just, maybe they had something crazy with life or 4 life and they got the wrath. We wish we could draw 2 cards instead of having that 5. They're just going to be dead either way. I kind of just want. We can bump the wolf next turn. You're going to win if you bump it.
Right, but I guess I'm wondering what the mentality is to do things and not do certain things, right? So that's what I'm
That
asking
was
you.
very, just more options.
Okay. Okay, let me look at my hand. Oh, this is terrible.
I like it.
You're so greedy.
We have a scry too.
I know, but like that's so greedy.
Not reinforced in our deck. I would keep this one.
Okay.
You mulligan it, you can, but I would keep it. Sure.
Okay, okay. Candy Trail, let's go. Save us from ourselves. Okay, there we go.
Top.
Really?
What? Keep them both.
Oh, I thought you said top bottom.
No, I said top.
Oh.
You were so excited. Yes, sir.
That was definitely me. Oh,
No, this is play. Spend 2 mana, get a creature on the board that gives you mana. Very.
I'm just gonna play out everything.
that means you have both sides.
Yes.
Certainly think the food on board is worth it.
We got our second swamp. And I attack. Can I sack this food?
You could, if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to though.
So, I mean, there's some stuff to think about here. Like, were you going to attack with both? We can attack with both, hope he blocks, use the giant.
Yeah.
We can attack with just the scavenger. If he's not going to block, then we can cast our giant. Like, I don't know if we want. I don't think we want to. I think I would attack with the scavenger. Just cast. You're really against doing that, especially because we have the horse. Just going to take time.
That's a good question, Ham. I didn't think about that. I honestly would have done nothing afterwards.
This worked out well for you. I think you could just do nothing. I mean, we could, I guess, if we could sack him. That's good.
Whoa! It's the Rat King. Can I shatter that? In an attack?
I mean, I would probably myself just attack and put a 5/5. What if he plays a stream? I'm not. You're beating the hell out of him. I'm not too worried about that. If the rats can't block, I like to just attack. Not definitely do your bigger. I guess they could kill a creature.
They're playing a rat deck.
They are.
That's a lot of rats. How the fuck did that happen? Oh, okay. One from here. Got it. Dog. Well,
I think I would block.
maybe they're hoping when it gets to a 3 they can torch it if I block with this again.
Really kind of like just shattering YouTube, putting a roll on the YouTube.
Oh.
You could also shatter the 3.
This is a better idea. This is like, I feel more of a threat, but then like, this is like tricky.
We're attacking them for 11.
Did I not tell you I'm a coward?
I mean, I would kill the 3/2 and put the roll on. The reason it's scary is because they might have like a
Yeah.
They take 11, like, I'm not scared of it. They have to block.
How do I get that brave? How can I be that brave?
You just have to think about what's going to happen, what they have to do. Like, you're just going to die. Like, you're attacking them a lot faster than they're attacking.
I guess that's true. And not I guess, that's definitely true. Rat sister. Ooh. I just swing it.
Yeah, just attack. It's totally fine. Say, rat out.
Yeah,
Let
rat
them
out.
take 5 and then just kill them.
Sorry, what?
You're gonna let them take 5, and you're gonna play Sweet Tooth Witch and kill them.
Oh.
You're just gonna pass. He may not even. I don't know why they didn't chunk off 5-5.
Because they were brave.
Maybe we'll try one where I make sure I shut up and just make a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much I'm telling you. You seem surprised at some of my, at least the ruthless aggression that I.
Yeah. I play very scared. This is...
Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. You can't hold this. I'm not saying the hand is awesome.
Put may reveal a creature card from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library.
I personally like communing first, and then it'll let you know a little bit more about the stride here. You know, as far as how we play the game.
Really?
I would for that reason, those two. Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to scry first to see if you have creatures in the top of your deck?
No, then I feel like I'm wasting my stride. I don't want to stride for 2. For 1, you have to find 2 cards you're willing to keep, right? You have to keep 2 things on top, to even be able to like make sure you can cast the commune next turn.
Can I grab this?
I think it looks good, yeah. I like the deep stuff. Sure.
I'm flooding.
Walk by, cast that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fun. Ooh, that's good too. Probably like this.
Sure. You can play whichever one you like here.
I think I'll play this one first.
Counter, so
Yeah.
whichever.
Torch?
Ooh, flick a coin. Oh.
Oh, torch. Okay.
It was split, yeah. Maybe we should have played Greta. It didn't matter. That's not the end of the world, but if it was split, it kind of would have.
Wait, why? What's the difference between flick and torch?
They draw a card.
Oh. Okay. Okay, got it.
Like a 3-mana spell instead of a lot. Like their torch is always going to be like trade pretty well on mana. Flick, if they get to spend 3 mana, they were otherwise going to waste.
Hmm. I have 5. I'm
I
going.
certainly have thoughts.
I think I attack and then I grapple one of them. Huh?
Okay, so if he blocks with the 4/4, do you think it's better, I guess, to grapple after blocks? I was
Before
thinking
damage.
set the rat and get into 5. But I can see your way. I feel like the rat's not worth 5. We do have other targets. So I can be fine with that. Well, I think we should send the rat. We should send the rat. That's a good thing. Now I think it's very easy to cast 2. I don't know. You have to block everything. Your opponents like to block nothing. I'm somewhere in the middle where I expected him to make a block.
Oh, goodbye. I have 7.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to attack with that.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can attack with everything. Wait, no, I only have 5. I want to keep this back.
We don't have to make another.
Just play it out as 3?
I like to attack with everything. I don't even care that much about using the draft.
So this is what you call racing?
Now, we can either play wolf and grapple the flyer, or we can play both sides of the wolf and pass, or we can play just the wolf and debuff mana to sack. I don't mind keeping this grapple. Like, they play a 4/6 dragon or whatever. It's going to shut everything down. I'm also not super worried about dying. I don't hate just playing both sides of it, but I also don't just hate playing creature. I'm more worried about them stabilizing with something we wish we had to grapple. Seems hard-ish to die. Yeah, I guess if they have the thing that deals damage, those that won't deal damage. I
4.
think we better block. That's for sure.
What you got? What you got? Oh.
I still think you bump it. It saves you 2 damage. So you're worried about dying. Also, it kills.
No.
We might die here. I don't know.
Oh shit, we're dead.
Yeah, by a lot.
Oh, I had a feeling we should have grappled the damn thing. But I didn't say it. I didn't say it, but it was in the back of my head.
I told you I thought it was possible, but unlikely that we would die.
Because of, if they have that card
You
there.
could have just played the wolf and left off grapple. You could have grappled the creature pre-combat. There's a lot of things. I don't know. I don't think we were dying just to that card. That card was on my radar. Maybe we were dying just to that card. I guess if they just cast it. I don't know. That might have been sloppy.
Yeah, I figured they had a.
We certainly could have played safe. Whether or not I think it's actually a huge point.
Would you play that safe usually?
I mean, I thought we were pretty safe. I thought.
Opponent goes first. Like, maybe I keep this.
On the draw with a candy trick. I mean, I think
yeah.
we have a 2-drop. And a trick.
Forest.
Seems fine.
Ruby. It's your girlfriend, Ham.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
Probably sack off that baby trail.
Right now?
I think we need to spend actually. I think we need to get this.
Yeah, I
This
don't
this
know.
one just seems real. I assume they're wrong.
Yeah, we were on a draw.
Our girl was fine. Yep, okay.
5, 9. Okay, guess we take it.
Maybe I wasn't supposed to.
Maybe it would have played the
Play
monstrosity.
them in stride. I'm done coaching this. You can play hard.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Put these out. Leave up 2 for food. Oh wait, I can't cast it. Fuck!
You win this game, it's going to be a fucking year. I won't even believe it.
Ha. Um. Yeah.
I'm giving up on
Guys, a ham gave up. I did it.
I've given up on this game. Given up on myself.
Bro, just freaking put this out and swing out. Like, why is this science, rocket science to you, dog?
Left the blue mana up. Doesn't want it to get countered. Jesus, maybe you Jedi mind trick.
It'd be funny if I did.
Well, played it.
I'm just gonna hold up priority to fuck with them. I'm joking.
Yeah. Good use. Oh. You're on your own with these blocks.
Okay. Ruby, you need to chill out.
Good. If you're gonna chump block, you could have at least felt my bad and strength. You did it right. I never remembered that Agate was
Secret trample.
just about that.
Dog.
What else?
Fuck.
Almost had. If alcoholism was coaching you instead of me.
Alcoholism, where are you?
Oh, yeah.
Adam. Alcoholism, he's here. Get in here. Coach me. Or God has abandoned us.
That game I do.
It's no the 4. Don't be rude, Gold Dragon. I'm just gonna play.
Shot.
We're keeping it. What goes first? I don't don't think we play this out first yet. I think we can like wait. When would you want to like not play this first if you have it in your opening hand?
I would say I would normally need a plan if I had a food, if I had a person. I mean, I don't think it's terrible to wait because I don't have any food. Essentially, you have like you don't want to cast it on turn. Now you don't want to cast it on turn 3. You just put the creature on top.
Yeah.
You might decide you'd rather just cast the barrel.
I think it depends on like what I might play maybe. Um, if I do this and it puts it into my hand, okay, so there's still 2, and then next turn I'll have 3.
I think a lot of times these blue-red decks make your life difficult, even up counters and stuff. If we do play the 1/3, we will have the ability to like. You don't mind drawing the Storis next, I don't think. I kind of like just. If they weren't playing blue, I think we want to just kind of make sure. I could also. There's also not a lot to do.
I need to timestamp that.
Your choices on this turn are going to be to attack, and if they block, enter the 1/3. But I'm honestly not even sure if that's better than just grabbing the island and sacking the tree. I actually think I'd rather just go ahead and grab the island. We're just set up to go 4-drop the 5.
You want me to sack the candy trail to bargain it?
No. My fault. 2 separate actions. I do not want
Okay.
I could see why that's been. I'd like to spend 1 mana to go get her eye.
I was very confused. There you are. Oh, can I sack the candy trail at the end of turn?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, stop it. Oh no, the opponent.
Yeah, if
That's
we don't draw anything else, we have something else reasonable to point at.
Italian.
You always
Ah!
it could just be the cat. It's going to pause regardless. Maybe against blue red, you're supposed to. I don't. Please.
Sorry, didn't hear you.
Maybe against blue red, because specifically you could have cut in or whatever, but I think you're supposed
Okay.
to. The articles that were written or whatever about
Everyone's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can't block a 5.
They can counter it though. Why did they do it?
I'm gonna play 6-5.
You wished you saved that frenzy now, didn't you?
I think they're still happy to get out. They need to get that. Their deck looks pretty good though. I mean, being 2-2.
Oh wow.
So we certainly want to get this rolling. We need to go to Stevenson.
Is Kira not this that's been like giving us a bunch of trouble? Uh,
I think we really need this giant in order to we're gonna get to hit them for something. You know, if they draw a land, they can play a 6-5. So
um, should I do this anyways just so I can get like a 3/3 on board eventually instead of next turn?
we're definitely gonna bargain it. We're gonna sack the food. I'm fine.
Uh, this one that I'm going to tap. More forces. What happened to their frenzy? They just like drew it or something?
Yeah, they sleight of handed.
Oh,
I mean, I would assume they picked it.
we should do this.
Yes. All right, take Greta.
I was hoping we'd
Put a counter on her 6.
Oh, another counter. I need to tap differently.
Well, you just need to make sure your island taps. Sack our. Set. And after that, we're gonna play. I would attack before doing that, so they don't.
Oh, okay.
Basically, we have to play like this. if we do attack with our 7/7, they're able to block with their 1/3. Still have a 6/5, which I don't block. So I like to just attack with fire.
Yeah.
The frenzy, set more stuff here. Maybe feel like they have to use it. Whenever you get your time, just pump it twice. If they kill it right this instant, they're not hooking. Water wings that thing. Good gravy. Well, these are not. They only pump twice.
I don't pump it anyways, right?
No, it doesn't do it.
Okay. Well, goddamn.
Yeah. Witch Stalker Frenzy and Hands. So they're going to combine with that out and still the 7/7. They have two good blocks and everything else. We can't do it.
Why don't people like? Why is Water Wings a bad card?
Just doesn't usually line up like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's neato.
Yeah, we got to think on that one. What role does that give something?
Wicked comes in tapped, so maybe do we use it as when they attack instead, or
I mean, we can attack with the 7/7. I think it's worth doing. And they're going to do the thing, and if we do that, we get it back as a 6/6. I think then we have to do that. Start thinking through it. If you draw something, start to check. We cast it now. I already cast it just in case they have something to use to
oh, that's okay.
Exile, I guess if they have Forge in Exile.
Hmm.
I forgot. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah, I don't think you need to do anything now. Next turn will probably do something.
are you doing this, Shuffler?
I would put a Greta counter on.
We're at the counter on Hunter.
Pretty
Sucking
sure I would attack with
in
way too dangerous.
too dangerous.
Just block the hunter with the catapult, block something else with a 6/5. You know, the 80's got a 6/5. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, still kills my creature.
Yeah, that's all we care about right now, I think.
We definitely do to stop drawing lands. I don't know that they necessarily are due to draw land.
Doesn't seem like it, honestly. Seems like. Well, they are due.
And they rip a draw 3 or something. Like, most of their stuff's fairly low. Oh, Jesus. I cursed it.
It's a land.
Somehow it blocks 3.
This is annoying. This big butt stuff. Ooh.
Cast it. That's probably. I think that's all I would do. I didn't really do wait. Yeah, no, it does no good.
No, yeah. It gets blocked by this guy. How many wolves do I have? I have one more wolf. And a monstrosity, so.
And they are dead on board next turn. If the card in hand is nothing in the top 2 cards. Safe for doing so. So that came off the top. That's another blocker that will kill us. I don't know. Maybe we should have gone the catapult. Like, just have the 6/6 and set her out for a while. I felt like I wanted to pressure him, but
Oh, okay.
kind of draw a lot to go with it.
I'm gonna have to look over this game again. Hello, cutie.
So as it sits, we're gonna have to gain weight from her. They are gonna have to tap a blocker to make a sense.
Maybe they just have. No, they have like one card in hand. They need more than just one spell. Or 2.
Well, if they send the 3/4, we have to crack it. Just gotta get
One
the card on
top.
top. Probably something they can play, or maybe just a good creature. Yeah,
Right now?
you don't want to go wrong.
I can still sack and respond, right? If they catapult me.
Well, yeah, but what if they have Robert spell?
Oh, you're right. Fuck. Ham here thinking 2 steps ahead.
And it just makes you keep 2 mana available for the rest of the game.
Yeah, what could I have in hand? Count my mana opponent. How dare.
Right now, I mean, they could die if they don't have any. We got some odd draws.
Yeah.
they're sitting at one on the board if they don't have something in their hand. And the card on top of their library is random.
Ooh.
If we cast the 7 mana part of that,
Yeah.
it finds, I don't know what it's going to find us. It just finds creatures, it finds permanents.
What if we get a Hamlet and we gain some more life?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta do it.
Hamlet!
Right, there's a wait. Oh wait.
There is a food.
That's gonna go to play, right?
Yes.
Let's look at the. So Hamlet would let us go to 6. We get ping down to 5. Attack. I mean, basically, we die to any spell. So it's an option, but is there a better one?
Can I grab
Probably
this?
not. No, I don't think so. I mean, it comes into play. I think the Hamlet's our best.
Okay.
Should we make any kind of attacks? Slaughter that. I don't think we attack. Oh my goodness, it's auto tap. Yeah, okay. Well, just tap your forest cast it. Then I would just die. I think next turn we can attack with it.
Okay, Sanguine, I didn't mistap, okay? Auto Tapper did. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's best just to pass. Certainly now that we tapped our forest, I think it was best anyways. I think we're probably going to die.
I think if we didn't tap 2 of our forests, we could have maybe... No, we couldn't have done it again.
No, not for the
Especially because I'd mill myself. Are we hecka dead? I hope they're all lands.
Well, it doesn't matter. They ping us in attack.
Okay.
I don't think my plays were super sharp. It's a little later than I normally coach. That'll be my excuse.
It's okay. We'll end it here.
I mean, you know, I don't know that any of them are just like bad, but all the choices I made turned out to kind of be one of those.
It's okay. It's still good material to look over. There's some stuff that like makes sense, and there's some reasoning that I don't usually like ever make.
Yep.
So
That's definitely the most important stuff.
yeah.
Maybe I should have been a little more afraid than I was that first game with the Emma game.
Okay.
I really thought it was going to be hard.
Nah. It's okay. Thank you so much for today's coaching session, Ham.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. I would have kept going.
It's okay. Next time we can do this like on a weekend too, if that's easier for you. But I don't know if you're trying to take a break on the weekend. But you know, whatever. I'll try to be flexible.
Every day is a weekend.
Oh, okay.
But all days are basically the same. I mean, weekends are, if anything, a little harder because I might, my wife's off work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's qualifiers. I
Okay.
mean, honestly, you stream at about the same times as me, sorta. So, like, unless we did it, the only way to do it on a weekend where it would be better is like if you. Oh, is that because you could stream at different times?
Yes.
Oh yeah. We could do it like before my stream. Yeah, that might work better.
Yeah.
I could see that.
So let's
But
plan
this
that.
isn't but so bad. But like, yeah, if we ever did it on a weekend, we start at like, I don't know, 5 o'clock my time or something.
Wait, what's your time zone? Oh, okay. Oh man, this is hecka late for you.
It's hecka late for a normal. If I hadn't done this, I'd still be streaming.
That's true. You usually do stream until like 12 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I sleep late, stay up.
Oh, Balroon was my opponent's apparently in the chat. Our last opponent.
Okay. Yeah, nice stuff.
Yeah, what are you doing in here? I'm sorry, I mean Gigi.
I mean, are you gonna still be streaming?
I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom first. And
Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I've already got
okay. All right, then have a good rest. Thank you so much again.
Yep, it was fine.
Bye.